And we are live. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are watching us. We accountability partners back again with another session, exciting session with an inspiring guest, another inspiring story with us. We are here. Our guest today is all the way from Canada. She's originally from Nepal, but after moving to Canada, having full-time job, still she felt that she needed something and she jumped into this online business even after having full-time job, very hectic schedule, having skeptical husband in the home in the starting, but still she decided she wanted to do, and then she made it happen, and now she is a coach in our community and doing so well, and we are also getting inspired from her. So let's welcome on the stage Sunita. Hello, how are you?
Hello,
Hi, hi.
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग टेकिंग टाइम आउट आई नो आपकी इतनी बड़ी टीम है यू हैव टू गिव टाइम टू
Yeah.
एवरीबॉडी
Thank you so much for the invite. It's my pleasure to be here to share my story.
yeah, it's our pleasure to have you here and आपकी story सुन के we already got inspired earlier but again we want our audience also to get inspired from your story. So
Thank you.
Samita, आप सबसे पहले अपने बारे में थोड़ा introduction देंगे, what was your background and why you started this business.
Okay. Namaste. My name is Sunita Prasai. I'm originally from Nepal, currently living in Toronto, Canada for past 14 years now. Professionally, I'm a food technologist. Back home, I used to be a researcher doing food research as a food scientist, and also was like teaching in colleges as a lecturer. Then 2012, we came to Canada with my husband and a child. So after that, I had one more child. So I have two boys. We are living in Canada, and I was always doing the professional job. Me, my husband, and we both have actually a very good job, a good paid job. But then yeah, currently I'm running this business successfully, and I'm a proud digital business entrepreneur. And this is the best thing that ever happened in my life. This business has turned my life. And like when you come to the business, it's always like, first of all, you think about the money, right? The like what you come for is like for your independence, for your financial freedom or your time freedom. But then this business not just gave me the financial or the time freedom, but it transformed me as a personality, as my, like, it transformed my mm, it gave me my personal growth, it gave me my professional growth, and it boosted my confidence to the level, oh my god, I can never achieve. I used to go to British Council to get this kind of like confidence, master speaking, all that kind of stuff, but I never got. I spent so much money there, but I never. But here, as a I started to do this business for my side hustle, but then I got so much of achievement that I cannot buy with money ever. That's what I got. So I'm now a very, very, very proud digital business entrepreneur. So I would rather call myself an entrepreneur than a professional food technologist this time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Sunita, for sharing your story and your why. जब हमने आपकी background देखी है, like we're watching you from so long, we know that you have shared somewhere that before starting this business, your husband was very skeptical. Right,
Mm-hmm.
usually husbands are
Yeah.
skeptical not because they don't trust us, but they don't want us to be in a harm in any way, right?
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
online
In the
space,
wrong hands.
yes, they don't want us to go into wrong hands. तो हम बहुत सारी women है जिनके साथ हम बात करते हैं and वो इसी reason से पीछे हट जाते हैं that their husbands are not agreeing on with them to start this business. तो
Mhm.
वही situation आपका था. So how did you overcome, because your husband today is your biggest supporter, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
you are on a very good level in this business. So how did you overcome that skepticism?
First of all, like, you should trust yourself. That's what I say. I trusted myself, and then you don't believe. I had not even started with business, and nothing was there. I had just learned about this. The first thing I ever did is like researched on the business, right? So I researched about the business, and then the first thing I told my husband is that if I get a chance to get in the business, I'll retire you. That is what I was confident about. And my husband, you don't believe, and he was like, first of all, you are not going to get in the business. Second of all, you are never going to, right, like even make close to my income, right? That's what he said. And then I tried to convince him. I tried to do all kind of stuff, but then he never listened to me. And like, well, all those days, it was just 4 days. The day I learned about this business, saw for the first time in the news feed, until the day I joined the business, I started my own business. It was just 6 days, and I felt like those 6 days were 6 years for me. That's how long I felt, because I was struggling, and I couldn't think anything else other than this business. I used to see myself achieving that rank, achieving and getting that financial freedom and time freedom, and giving my family this gift of time freedom, being with them. Because before, as a professional, I used to work in one of the top company in Canada, and I had a very hectic schedule. I was not being able to give time to my family and all that. That was the reason, and number one reason. And number two reason is that I was like having so much different kind of ailments, diseases of that, working too hard, of different, and I was like self-sabotaging myself because of that, not being able to give time to my own kids, leaving them alone home, right? So those were the things that I really wanted to start up this business, but like my husband came as a villain in between me and my business. I always call him villain. But now you don't believe. And then like I got inside, no matter what, I fought with him. It didn't work. I then cried for 3 days or 4 days. It didn't work. And then I stopped eating for the next 2 or 3 days, and then it worked. Like now he felt like, oh, this is super serious. She has done the research very well. Otherwise, I know, like, I'm also a skeptical person. I don't trust things like that immediately. So I researched for 2 days with no break, like 12 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. So then I knew that I reached out to many people who was doing the business. Like I did so many different kind of research, and I reached the point that this is the only thing that's going to take me out of the situation that I'm facing. So that is why I was begging on him, but nothing worked. And then I stopped eating for like 2 3 days, and then finally he thought this is really really serious, and she wanted to do no matter what. But then you don't believe, being both of us working as a professionals and getting a very good income, 6 figure a year, both of us, it was very 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 tough for us those days after COVID. We were having a lot of credit and loans and debts in our accounts, so it was hard for us. That is the reason why I joined. And once I joined, I saw the like the training and everything, and then I was like, now I can tell you for sure, I'm going to retire you in 1 or 2 years. And that is what he said, this statement: don't even think of retiring, just think of having at least half of my income. Then today, you don't believe, today January itself, I made 12 months of his income. 12
Wow.
months, no, 11 months of his income, just January, which was like more than 35,000. Like, I mean, um, my income of my income of like 11 months, and he's like 3 months or 4 months income, right? So that is just 1 month and passive income. This is not even active income. Day before yesterday, I received 17,000, just, like 1 day income. And I couldn't stop crying. I was like literally crying. Like I was thanking to God, because, this kind of day never happened in my life. Like I said before, that in all these years, like this is the best golden years of my life that I'm living, because before I came in the business, the only time I went back home to meet my parents were one time in 12 years. But now it's been 5 times already in 2 years. Like every 4 or 5 months, I'm visiting them back home, Nepal. Can you imagine? My daddy gets sick, I just go rush to see him. I stay there with him for 1 to 2 months and come back. And then next 2 months he gets, oh, come back. And then I can afford to go back. And then I came back. And so many times I went back and forth. This is all because of this business. And then the greatest thing, the other gift I got from this business is that my kids are out of Canada for the studies. which used to be my dream to take them out of the country, because and then just for that I have to uh, put apart 40,000 Canadian dollar just for fees and everything, right? So this business has gave me that freedom that I cannot express by words. I don't know, yeah, that is how I feel. I cannot stop talking, telling things about this business. I'm so much overwhelmed if someone asks this kinds of question. Back to you, Jaslyn.
Thank you so much. You're so inspiring. It's such a, lovely story. We are loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again, Sunita, for sharing in, and we love to hear your reasons and how this online business gave you an edge and allowed you to fulfill your goals. Like everyone has a different goals, everyone has different dreams. Of course, the situation with everyone, like they are doing job, of course, but it's all paycheck to paycheck, and we are sacrificing a lot because we
Mhm.
have to pay the bills, we have to pay mortgage, and everyone has the same story. At the end of the day, some of the other thing has to be put down in order to for the bills to be cleared, right? And from your story, we also we came to the same conclusion that it's important for some or the other reason, right? Like for someone has to have bills, money, some other, like they can't go back to their home country because of the, again, the same reason, money. Now with this online business, of course, we have this possibility we can bridge that gap, right? From our
Yes.
from the money we have on and the dreams, the we can bridge that gap with this online business. Now I want you to tell to our audience like why an online business is so much necessary these days. Like it's not just the offline business कि आप ना कोई store open कर लो या फिर आप कोई अच्छे से job में रहो and then you're just done and settled for life. That time has gone. Now it's a new digital era. It's so
Yes.
much necessary that you understand the need to earn on the online space. The sooner the better है ना कि now we see the
Mhm.
lot of young people in our business platform as well, because they realize how important it is for us to understand कि online जो है earn करना बहुत important है. And of course, getting the correct route to earning online is also important. Now I want you to tell why, what are your reasons कि हम जो है इसको एक necessity बनाए, right, अपने life में, like online पे earn करना is a necessity. What do you want to say about that? Over to you.
Anjum, first of all, thank you for the question. This is a big question. It covers so many things, and you already told that this is a digital era. But and
Hmm.
then if we don't jump into it already, that it will be too late. Now you can see, like even the car Uber these days, you order it online, and then it comes with no driver, right? So it's not just going digitally, but it also is replacing the human being. And
Yes.
even the scariest thing is I was doing the research on this, and in 2025, if you see the history of 2025 job cutoff, it was 102 to 103 sorry, 101 to 102 million just in USA. And in November itself is like more than 1.1 million people could job cut off. So why is this happening is because of the digitalization. And we people, what we think is that unless it happens to us, we
Yeah.
think that it will never happens to us, right? That is something that's holding us behind. And that's, I don't know what kind of confidence is that, even though everything is changing. Like if people, I would suggest to anyone who's watching this video, if you think that you are thinking that your job won't go away, it will definitely go away. Unless you are like capable of fighting with AI, unless you are capable of like competing with AI or robots, right? Other than that, there is no way you can keep your job. We used to think that computer engineers job are the safest job. Now
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the most vulnerable jobs these days.
Yes.
So there's nothing permanent. There's nothing. If you think that your job is going to be permanent, oh, they are going to keep my job. Like, my friend, one of them, a friend who was working 15 years as a manager, and she wanted to retire from the same company. She got fired without a 15 minutes notice, without a notice. She came from she went to the launch, came back, and she was checking the email, and the first thing she checked in her email was the like layoff notice after 15 years. Like she didn't even want to go away from with like in her family city, right? So yeah, that is the situation going on these days. First of all, that is why we need to digitalize, and there is no other platform like us, because we are just marketing. We don't sell anything. We don't beg people to come into our business. We just educate people, right, so that we can help them. We don't need business from them, because we are already in such a wonderful platform that we don't need people's business, right? Whatever we are doing is like we are helping people. For example, now I'm here in your life, like I'm not getting anything from you guys, or you're not getting anything from me, but then we are helping people to understand, to educate people, right? What's going on in the world and how scary it is, and like what is this platform all about. And our story should tell them that there's no other way, because this is a high ticket marketing like business, where we get very good commission. People could call Amazon business or digital business. No, that is not. It is self-employment. As long as you are there and your garage is filled with this stuff, then you are going to do the business. There is a time when you could do the business and you could just earn in penny. But here, as a part-time, I'm making like five figure, very good five figure, close to six figure a month. So this is where you have to see, if not, then this is not going to change people's life. And if your the business you are in is not, you can choose any kind of business, but if the one that you are in is not going to replace your income by 3 to 4 times or even 5 times or more, it's not going to make any difference in your life. So yeah, this is the time, and this is the platform. So, and if people are skeptical about this, knowing that it could be, it could be scam or all that. First of all, we are not scam, because we pay our tax to the government. First of all, we register our business with the government legislative body, telling them, hey, we're doing this business, right? Take our tax. We are proudly digital business, proud digital business entrepreneurs. So that's how we're starting our business. And then once we start it, the first thing we do is learn. Then after we start making money, we start on. And this is not something that we are looking for, guys. Even I'm telling it to you guys, that I started this business for myself, my family, to just to replace my income. But then now I know this is a lifetime income that I can continue for myself as a passive income, five-figure income as a passive income per month. And this is not just it. I'm passing this income to my family, to my children and their grandchildren as well. Where do you find this platform? If what I tell people is that if you still think this is a scam, please do not come. Let's just leave, go find a place where you fit in, because not everyone has that great, good fortunate that to have, like in back home we call it, should be written here to get this business free, right? So if you don't have free written here, you are not going to get this business, right? So yeah, you should be really, really, really fortunate to be having this business running with you. Otherwise, you can go start like on a traditional business where you lock your door. If you are tired, or if you are hungry, you are taking lunch break, you have to do the padlock in your door. If you are sick, you have to padlock your business. If you want to travel, visit back home, you have to padlock your business. If you want that kind of a business, go for it. If not, if you want to travel, like you have your business in your pocket, in the mobile phone, then this is the platform. And I am the living proof. All of the ladies here are the living proof that we are doing the real business with real result and legitimate business, proud business. And if the lawyers, doctors, engineers, whatever people, like a profession you call, all walk of life people are here. If lawyers could do this business, then this should be good enough to tell people that this is not unlike scam or anything else, right? So yeah, I'm so proud. In my entire life, this is the first time these years are the best years of my life, because I'm home all the years. 3 years I have not come outside of the home except traveling. And it's so like snowy outside, so cold, and I have not drove I don't even go for grocery, like, but then I get to meet wonderful, beautiful people through online like this, like you also. Yeah, this is not for everyone. That's what I say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. आपने like काफी अच्छे से explain किया है कि why it is
Yeah.
need it is necessary to have something on side, and especially as world is moving towards digital things, so it should be in the digital space. So that's true.
Exactly.
That is what
Yeah.
you said. And the other thing is we are building a legacy, as you explained, that we can pass it on to our kids and grandkids in the future, like any traditional business
Yes. Yes.
owners do. So here I want to ask you, as you said that your husband was skeptical, you had some doubts that whether I should do it or no, but you decided and you were adamant कि नहीं अभी तो मुझे करना है by hook or by crook. So to
Yeah.
make the decision, to all the women I want to say कि अगर आप decide कर लो कि yes I want to do it, so you will find the way to like अपने husband को मनाने के लिए and अपने
Yeah,
family
woman has the power. Go for it, yeah. If you
में.
want to buy a bag, then you would like fight for anything, right? If you wanted a good purse, like costing like $500 or $1,000, you'd go do anything for that. But this is a matter of changing your life, not just your life, your family life, and you are in the place you are capable of changing thousands of other lives now. These days, when I go out and share this knowledge to people, because we are always educating people, telling them that there is a platform where you can make a very good income and then change your lives, and you are not like, it's not just for yourself and your family and your generations to come, but it is also for many other families you can help with, right? You can make them as you, right? So you can
Yes.
give the gift of freedom to other families too. So you are in that wonderful place, right? So what is stopping you? If you had to fight for some vacations, or you go for it, you fight with your husband, but it's about changing so many lives, and why can't you fight? You are a power, you are energy. You should go
Yeah.
for it, because you already know this is a good platform. There is
Yeah.
no other platform, such a wonderful platform other than this, right? So where do you find a platform like that gives you, like, how much, 5-figure income, staying home, being a mom, living your life, living your hobby, doing something else. Like I have given myself for like singing practice, I give half an hour. For my vocal practice, I give half an hour. For my art, I started sketching. Like you, those are the things I really wanted to do in my life. And then um, but then I was not getting time for those things. I like to cuddle with my kids all the time, right? And those are the small stops, but that were the, like, in the long run, that was the, like, something I really desired to have always with me. But those were the thing I was not able. There were a time where I was not able to make eye contact with my kids for weeks. Can you imagine what could be painful for that? And I used to cry and cry, driving on the way to office. I used to cry, because, and then coming back home, I used to cry. And like, and I used to pray, let my kid be, like, awakened for me, like they were still awake for me, so that I could cuddle and take them to bed. They would sometimes be awakened, because they would go like scared. They were scared to go to bed by themselves. They were just 5 and 4. Can you imagine? So yeah, this is the business since then. And then yeah, there's so many things I can even, the words just fail to express how much I have got from this business.
Right. So
Yeah.
here I want to ask Samita that even though you were so confident, even though you said your husband before even starting that I will retire you very soon,
Mhm.
but after starting the business, you must be having some like difficulties or some fear whether I'm doing correct or no, is it working for me or no. So there was some point after going through all these, there might be some point when you realize no, I made the right decision and yes, I am doing correct. As you mentioned a lot of things already, but still there was some point where you first it clicked into your mind okay, whatever fears I have, whatever doubts I have, whatever struggle I have, but yes, this point made me that yeah, whatever decision I took, it was right and it is the right place for me. What was that point for you?
From the first moment, Mudita, the first moment I did the research, I already knew I can do good in this business, even though I was not using the Facebook. I didn't have my Facebook. I heard Facebook. You don't believe this? I heard about TikTok 3 months later. I came in this business. I never even heard the word that TikTok exists in this world. Right? I was that much focused on my work and home and kids. I was not being able to lift my head and look around. That is how I my life was, right? So um but then after I came in this business, I saw the TikTok for the first time. You don't believe, I spent nearly 17, 18 hours just to watch, and I saw what wonderful people can do. Like people are making money from there. People are doing businesses. People are like showing up, their talents there. Like, oh my God, there's another world that I found when I knew about the TikTok. And then I started doing the same kinds of acting, and then I realized that I also know how to do the acting. Now I feel like I'm finding a director and going for a movie. That's yeah, you don't believe for sure. This business also, we call it a law of attraction marketing, not just because we attract people, but also it attracts with attract, like a law of attraction, right? So I was always hoping, since I knew about the TikTok, and I was also always hoping that I wish some, like hero or some like a celebrity movie people would come to my business one day. That kind of people, the director of our movie, like Nepalese movie industry, came to my business as a business partner. Now
Ah,
he's in the business. Back home, he's doing this business just to get the financial freedom, and then he want to go back and start his same journey, movie making, direction, and all that. And I've always secure my place there. So, like, I didn't know I had that quality inside me. So this business opened up me to the point that I used to call myself, I was a caterpillar, but now I'm a butterfly with beautiful colors flying
wow.
all over. Yeah, so there is no limit. And if someone asked me, even though Mudita was going to ask me, I was like, what was the hard thing, or what was that kind of question I thought she was going to ask. But that is the hardest question for me, because I never find anything hard in this business. The first time I joined this business, I knew this is just about posting in Facebook, educating people, making a content about the education, and then this is a noble job for me. I was educating people. I was not just educating myself. There's something so noble I was going to do for the first time, and this was not something big. Even though I had no Facebook, when I made my first video, I took 50 times to make one. I deleted 50 videos to make one video, but then still that was not a struggle for me compared to what I was struggling before. Driving the snow, 9 to 10 hours of work, overtime, night shift and day shift, not being able to have my kids with me, and having like depression, and with the medication on, like, oh my God, I was started feeling 65 when I was 35, right? So this is the base part of my life. And then if you ask me what is the difficulties that you face, I would say that is the hardest question, and that is the only difficulty that I'm facing to answer you, because I never felt any difficulties in this path. I always enjoyed, and the work here was, for me, was not work. I was just playing and I was making money. So there is no, if you come with that a big picture, finding yourself in a spot where you can have time and financial freedom in couple of years, don't push yourself too hard. Give yourself time. I didn't do that for myself, but then now when I teach my team, if someone wants to rush really quick, right, for them, I tell them, no, don't see a big picture, and then just take small steps at a time, and do whatever you are supposed to be doing, then you will reach the goal no matter what. It's just a matter of time. The goal is there, you are here, the goal is there, your GPS already set, you are already in the car, you are driving the car. It's just a matter of time. You may drive in the speed of 40 or 60 or 100, but you are going to be there because you are already in the car and your GPS is on. So it's just a matter of time. So there is no point of worrying. There is no, yeah, that's what I think. So I don't know whether I answer your question, Mudita, but
Yeah. No, your story like full of inspiration.
Yeah.
We rarely find these kind of people who always find positivity in everything. It is a rare quality, and you are one of them. That you are seeing the positive side of everything. Like
Yes, yes,
like you
yes,
said
yes,
that the first video which you made, it took you 50 times recording, but still you find the positivity
yeah,
in that,
right.
because people get frustrated. Oh, I did so many times, but still not coming correct. But you find the positivity in that, that it's good that at least you don't need to go out in the snow and drive for long hours.
Exactly,
It's still
exactly.
better for you. So
Yeah,
yeah, that kind of
yeah.
positive you need definitely.
On, adding on this point, Mudita, these days, I have my business running in 16 different countries, but I only run in Nepali. So only I'm like for now, I'm only targeting Nepali, and it's running in 16 different countries. And my objective is like people who are not in country like USA and Canada, people are in Saudi Arabia, and like Japan, Korea, this kind of country. When you go there, you cannot be as stable as we are here in Canada, USA, having our own whole houses, getting the citizenship, all that. So they had to return back home someday, right? They plan to go to those cities, to go back to the country one day. I want that day to come in their life as soon as possible. That is what my objective is these days. And when people don't trust themselves, I have become the energy for them to motivate them. Then when I do the coaching call, there are people who just cry and then tell them to take me to the position where I am in, and I myself find accountable to take them to my like level, and like getting them out of that country, having that with their family. I found a people with like who have left the country 25 years. They are in Saudi Arabia or and or Japan or Korea, those kind of country where they don't get to settle down. But then, like, there are people who left the kid 2 years ago, and now they are 25, or like they missed all their milestones, child milestones, all their everything of their life. At least if they could go stay with the kids now, and then enjoy the grandkids journey of those milestones, then I find myself so like blessed to take the families to their family, like to people, to take the people to their families. So these days I'm not just earning for myself. It's not just a mission of making time freedom and financial freedom, but it's a mission of gathering the family together, giving that freedom to people. It's
Yeah.
more much more than what I have got here. So I have in this level now. Yeah, I cannot express this business. Like, I feel like crying all the time. Every time I get the checks, I get these checks. This is the checks I got, right? And then every time I get these checks, every time I get uh, the blessings in any forms, like that is the only thing. And then when people are doubtful about themselves, I give them that courage. I don't know, like, I had not come in this business for this reason, but I see myself as a leader, as a community leader in a big picture, in just now, but then my journey. But this gave me so much of confidence, and this business gave me so much of that mindset that I want to go even higher level of leadership, not just making money. And this is then now the time freedom, financial freedom, making money for yourself, like transferring the legacy to your family is just so tiny for me now at this point.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to explain this business, guys.
We truly understand this, Nita. Like, you started off with the basic motive which everyone has, right? To give the
Yeah,
best to the family, right? To enjoy their time with the kids, to give that extra income, go back home. But then, as time passes by, your goals change, you move higher, and your mission, like your mission also moves to a different level. Now, we really, are so happy to hear the mission of uniting yourself with your kids has now transformed into a mission of uniting families together, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
we fully understand, like, people in those countries, they cannot settle down, and it's not possible to even move back to the country because of financial
Mhm.
issues and everything. And as as a person who who you are, with with so gentle and caring personality you have, and the mission of bringing those people, this introducing them to this business, and showing them what's a possibility on the online space, and reuniting them uh, with their loved ones is really a blessing. And the thought itself, comes to those people who are really blessed by Almighty. So
Yeah,
very, very happy for that
thank you
mission
so
of yours,
much.
Sunita. And I also want to ask you right now, like, from 5 years from now, how do you see yourself in the business? And if you can, I know you've got lot and lots of proud moments in the business, but if there's anything that is extraordinary, and that's like, if that's the best moment of mine in this business journey, if you can go ahead and share with us and our audience. Yeah.
Oh my God, there are so many moments, so many thousands of moments that I cannot even explain. It would probably make me cry because spending time with my kids, which I used to like cry for, is the biggest reason. Number one, taking my kids out of Canada for studies. Number two, my daddy passed away 6 months, 7 months ago, but I was able to spend a lot of time with him back and forth. I went 3 times back and forth. At a times I was spending 2 to 3 months, and he was all right and come back. And that is so precious for me. I have tons of videos at those moments that he was in his deathbed. Those kind of and the biggest thing I'm going to do is retire my husband very soon. uh, Probably like couple of months from now he's getting retired and going to be full time, who is skeptical someday, right? And he's like, even now he's so proud about this business. After spending 9 hours at his work, he comes home, the first thing he does is he leaves his bag, takes off. He don't even get a chance to freshen up himself. He just rushed to his own office. He has set up his own office and he's my employee now, right? So I call him like, I asked him to call me he's CEO. He calls me manager sab. So yeah, that those are the moments, like cherishing moments. But at the same time, as I told you, instilling a feeling of that you are something big. You didn't born for no reason to someone's heart who thinks that they are nothing. Like people have self-loathing. People, like a lot of people are self-loathing. They think, oh, I'm a loser, I am nothing. So instilling a like feeling of that you are an energy, you are a blessing itself. The day you are born, you are a blessing itself, right? So that kind of feeling, and then showing them the big vision, being able to drag them to their dreams, is something so big that I cannot even like express in word. Yeah. And it all happened in a matter of 2 years. Can you imagine? So yeah, you asked me in a matter of 5 years, like you asked me where I can see myself in 5 years, right? uh, in 5 years, like I have so many plans. Currently I'm thinking of having a school, many multiple schools in Nepal, for poor people, with like people from Western countries to teach them. I can afford the teachers from the Western world now, from USA, Canada, Australia. And then I want to, and this is only for the poor people who cannot afford the boarding good quality schools, right? Only for the poor people with no cost, free of cost, that kind of school. And number one. And then I also wanted to be in a, like, in a political status in Nepal. I want to lead the country now. I'm done with this now. I learned what is leadership. I learned what I can do. I learned my power. I learned my potential. So it is beyond that. Yeah, 5 years from now, what I would say is you would not be able to call me. I mean, you would not be able to reach out to me. That's going to be my status. That's what
We are lucky. We are lucky that we got you
We're
today.
like,
yeah. That's
So
that's that's
in future we can tell people, see, we know her and she came to us. We came to our session.
yeah, that's something, because I myself, even being the citizen of Canada, I'm thinking of getting rid of the citizenship, going back to Nepal and starting my own, even the political leadership level, that kind of work, social work. Not that, like, I'm doing all this to give back to the community, to do the social works and all that, helping people, helping communities, helping women and underprivileged children, underprivileged women. That's my dream. And no matter how rich I get, how wealthy I get, abundant I get, all my richness and abundance is just going to be dedicated to them. That's what I have dreamt for. Yeah, I wanted to be small after I grow big. Yeah.
wow. Thank you so much, Sunita, for sharing your story. It's so inspiring. Like, we have seen you grown. You share your journey, your dreams, and your journey is a proof that if you decide to do something, if you decide to change your current situation, you can definitely do that, right?
Yes,
It's
yes,
within
yes.
us only.
Yes,
So,
yeah, because I started my journey without Facebook. I was very, very shy, timid person. I wouldn't go out in front of even four people to tell my name. And if somebody would give me a mic in front of four people's only, I would not be able to tell my name there. But I led a mastermind of like 5,000 people at a time, live from all
Yes.
over the country, all different communities. Yeah, yeah, these things are happening. And after that, at least 200,000 people already watched that live, and they are getting back to me like you guys did now. So yeah, that's how I'm helping business communities, and I'm helping communities outside. So there are so many there. Still, this is just a start, this is just a beginning. So yeah, 5 years down the road, I don't know where I can lead, because that would be like twice the time of what I started this business so far, right? So yeah, I cannot even tell how where I will reach.
yeah.
Probably very, very, very big picture I can see.
Yeah, and we see there are so many women still sitting on the fence, right? Who might be watching this, or maybe later they'll watch this, and still thinking that if this is good for us, what if we should jump into this business? So, give some advice. What kind of advice would you like to give to those women?
uh Girls, please go for it. Like, first of all, what I would suggest is go for it. This is a platform. Once you see us being successful in this business, right? We all started, we people are here, are from all walk of life. They are very educated, highly educated people, and they are very undereducated people. Find yourself, where do you belong, right? And if they can do it, you can do it too, first of all. But and also, I would like to add on that, no matter how hard we try them to change their life, it's, if this is not in their fate, they are not going to come, right? It's not going to come to them, and it's going to come to those people who have it in their fate. We are nearly 300,000 people in this business, right? Being successful, all walk of life, from doctor, engineer, nurses, pilots, who make lawyers, who make a very good income, from to the like, the moms who never went to work, who never did any work, right? Cab drivers, and, like, low income people to high income people, that we all are here. And there is no other platform like this. So just believe, not just believe, trust us. If we could do this far, come this far, do this much, and if we are able to educate people, first of all, we are like, facing the camera itself, was it easy for you guys at first? Did you find it
No,
easy? No,
No.
right?
not at all. Not at
This
all.
itself is, yeah. So we have learned and come across a lot. And like, we are not just meant to run, like, feed kids and have family. That's a great blessings. But on, like, you can also be the part of the financial freedom that you can put, because mans are always man, they always suspect, they are always skeptical, but we are the one who can bring the changes to the families. So yeah, I like seeing us, even like today, if people, your audience who have not seen me before, they can now see me as a person who have made a change in just not a family but entire community, and trying to bring that change into the country. So yeah, this should be good enough to tell them what this business is all about and where it can lead them to, right? So yeah, I don't think I have to tell much after sharing my testimony.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. And if something comes from my heart, I'll say, if the I am like that kind of person who cannot make up things from my head, and like, make up things and like just try, like create story, right? But I'm someone who can only do things from my heart. If it comes from my heart, it comes, and if it doesn't come, I'm just stop there. That's the kind of personality I'm. At first I used to think, oh, what like, this is not something good for about me or for me, but now the world is going towards emotional intelligence. They don't You cannot compete with IQ, with your IQ with robot or AI anymore, right? It's emotional intelligence day. So all women, you are blessed with that heart, big heart. So that heart is for helping others. Help yourself first and help others. So yeah, and there is no other platform like this that you could do, right?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sunita. I hope a lot of golden nuggets from this session, lot of positivity, lot of
Thank you. Thank you.
inspiration
You can
is
also reach out to me for if any kind of strategy or any learnings, just for you. Like, it's not for audience, but for you. If you like, if I can,
definitely.
if I can like help with anything, right? We all can learn from each other. I could reach out to you. That's a community that we are in, right? Helping each other. So we are never alone in this business platform. There is always someone who's lifting up, because we didn't know the business, we didn't know how we run the digital business, we didn't even know how to make videos, right? But now we are here, we are already, this itself is a big milestone that we have achieved and came so far. And yeah, we can help with so many other things too.
Thank you. Thank you so much. With this, we will end our today's session, and definitely, whoever is going to watch this will get a lot of value out of this if they are in the right mindset at the time.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, 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 yes.
So,
Yeah,
thank you everybody for watching
thank you
us.
so much. I
Come
really
back again
appreciate it.
with another
Thank you,
session.
bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.